Ali and half a day, everyone. Our presentation is presented by Berlin and Leona. This small island nation in Micronesia, which is called the Republic of Palau and is a proud home where Berlin is from.
Palau's history and early settlement is said to trace back to about 3,000 to 4,000 years ago. Palau became the site of one of the bloodiest battles in World War II in the Pacific in 1944, which the United States subsequently took over thereafter. Palau then became part of the United States Trust Territory of the Pacific Islands until October 1st, 1994, upon gaining its own independence. Palau is the westernmost archipelago in Oceania. It is located 741 kilometers east of southern Philippines. It stretches over 700 kilometers of ocean from about 2 to 8 degrees north latitude and 131 to 135 degrees east longitude. Palau's total landmass is 177 square miles and 3 nautical miles of territorial sea. The archipelago consists of more than 341 clustered islands, 9 of which are inhabited. The largest island, known as Babalao, is the second largest island in Micronesia after Guam. Palauans are proud people and they value their culture immensely. Traditional aspects of Palau are still prominent in the everyday life of the people, prevalent within modern Palau. Women are matriarchs and considered powerful pillars in the society as they are caretakers of the home and family and hold roles in the control of land, money, and the selection of chiefs. Many important symbols and customary practices represent the foundation of Palau and the creation of humanity. Like the images you see here that features beautiful Palauan mothers during their first childbirth ceremony that symbolizes the wealth and fertility of this matrilineal society. Much of Palau's early history is still largely veiled in mystery. It is believed that the islands were inhabited about 3,000 years ago by successive waves of migrants that came from neighboring islands and continents. It is said that Palauans are distant relatives of the Malays of Indonesia, Melanesians from New Guinea, the Philippines, and Polynesia. This resulted in a diverse population, which since the late 18th century has also included Europeans, Japanese, and Americans. Palau's economy consists primarily of subsistence agriculture and fishing. The government is the major employer of the workforce, which relies heavily on the financial assistance of the United States through an agreement known as the Compact of Free Association. Palau also strongly depends on its tourism industry, pulling almost 200,000 visitors each year, which is a huge number when considering the size of Palau and its current developmental state. The tourism industry makes up about 50% of Palau's GNP. Palau is a representative democratic republic whereby the president is both the head of the state and the head of the government. Currently, Palau does not have any political parties. However, a traditional government operates in conjunction with the federal government. A group of high chiefs from across Palau form what is known as the House of Traditional Leaders and act as advisors to the president and the national government in events where traditional law is challenged. The Constitution of Palau is the law of the land. However, in that constitution, it states that when traditional laws and democratic laws are being questioned, traditional laws prevail under any circumstances. The people of Palau recognize the importance of the preservation and protection of its cultural heritage. And one major challenge, particularly with this generation, is how do we keep our culture and heritage alive in this modern day and age, but still be able to move forward with the rest of the world. People always say that the youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. But having a culture so rich that respect is part of the culture, sometimes the voices of the youth gets lost in all of that. Climate change, global environment, and conservation are very important to Palau, but sometimes it can be challenging when development is also important to Palau. Much like the rest of the world, Palau faces many challenges today, and these are just a few that are relevant today as we speak.
Information on crimes and offenses committed has been provided by the Bureau of Public Safety and Ministry of Justice. These statistics highlight changing patterns of criminal activity detected over the past 2 years. During pandemic COVID-19, as of today, July 5th, 2020, all of them joined their loved ones at home. All reparated individuals were asked to monitor their health for an additional 14 days and limit their movements and contact with other people. Furthermore, they were given appointments for their last COVID-19 test on day 7 during their home quarantine.
On June 29, 2020, Palau was elected as Vice President of the 75th United Nations General Assembly. Palau will serve as one of the 21 countries successfully elected as Vice President of the General Assembly. There are 5 Asia-Pacific states, and Palau is among the 5 countries who will represent Asia-Pacific Group. The role of Palau as Vice President of the 75th UN General Assembly is to assist the President of the General Assembly for a term of 1 year. Seen on this photo is Palau's ambassador to the United Nations, the Honorable Ngavigis Olay Uludong. It is an honor for a small island country to be part of the biggest multilateral institution in the world.
The Palau legal system is a mixed legal system of civil, common, and customary law. The Constitution of the Republic of Palau vests in final judicial power in the Supreme Court. Below the Supreme Court is the National Court. The constitutional government of Palau was established in 1981. On October 28, 2015, after unanimous passage in the National Congress, President Tommy E. Remigijus Jr. signed into law the Palau National Marine Sanctuary Act, establishing one of the world's largest protected areas of ocean. Racial diversity is unclear and unknown study in research. Statistics do show that there is a wide range of diverse population in the chart presented above. Education is modeled after the U.S. system, and it is compulsory between the ages of 6 to 14. The public school system consists of 25 elementary schools and one high school with enrollments of 2,565 students and 780 students respectively.
Palauans are proud people, and because culture is the backbone of our unique identity, we are excited to showcase that in any way possible. However, as delighted as we are to share this rich culture, unique history, and the immaculate white sandy beaches of this small island, the question will always remain: how far is going too far? But for now, as Palauans try to understand and find ways to overcome this and many other challenges, the island remains widely known in the region and maybe the world as Pristine Paradise Palau. So, on behalf of my partner, Leona, and I, thank you for a wonderful opportunity to be able to share a little bit about my home. And if you'd like to learn more or experience the culture, please feel free to come visit Palau. You will be very welcomed with open arms. So as we say it in Palau, Kompmal Masulang.